Welcome, Yoginis. This meditation is designed to really absorb and embody an affirmation or a Sankalpa. So come and take a comfortable meditation seat in easy pose, maybe up on a cushion if you prefer. And let's start by just feeling into the two sitting bones, finding a sense of balance between left and right. And then rocking gently a little bit backwards and forwards between the pubic bone and the tailbone. And then finally settling into a nicely balanced and structured, steady posture. Equal weight left and right and equal weight forwards and backwards. Let's find some length in the spine by reaching the crown of the head all the way up towards the sky, dipping the chin gently towards the chest. Find length in the back of the neck. Let's take 3 deep cleansing breaths to arrive in your sacred space. In through the nose, out through the mouth with a sigh. Twice more in your own time. Releasing any tension with the exhale. Just let the breath settle into its natural rhythm and its natural pace. And just start to notice where the breath is sitting in your body. Is it up in the tops of the lungs? And does it sit a bit lower in the belly? And just let yourself release any sense of holding in the belly. So let your belly really round out so that you can allow your inhale and your breath to flow freely into the depths of the lungs. So a nice relaxed abdomen. And let's just breathe here for a moment, watching as the belly softly rises with the inhale and falls back towards the spine with the exhale. Breathe in and out through the nose if possible. And now let's invite in a full yogic breath. So we'll be breathing now with more intention and more power and filling up the whole lungs and the whole body with our breath and our prana. So start to bring the inhale deeply into the womb space, into the bottom of the lungs. Pull that inhale up into the heart and all the way up into the throat. And now exhale from the throat to the heart and back to the womb. Again, inhaling to open up the bottom of the lungs, breathing into the womb space. Expanding now with the ribs, opening up the heart. Breathing into the tips of the lungs, into the throat. And exhaling now, releasing at the throat, heart, and womb. Inhale, pushing the belly out gently, opening up the womb. Ribs opening up in every direction, bringing the inhale into the heart. Chest opens, breathing into the throat and the shoulders. Exhaling back down, throat, heart, and womb. Keep going like this on your own for a few more rounds of breath. Allow yourself to move at a comfortable and steady pace. And just releasing some of the effort now. So just let your body open up to the breath more easily. Filling the whole of the lungs and emptying the whole of the lungs when you exhale. Okay, last round of breath like this. And now releasing any effort, allow the breath to go back to its natural, normal, easeful state. And just sitting for a moment here. Noticing whatever you notice. Maybe that breath has allowed a more expansive feeling, more openness along the spine. And when you're ready, bringing the palms to touch and rubbing them together, awakening all the meridian points that start and end in the hands. And then taking your hands into a prayer position, pressing the palms together at the heart center. You can allow the thumbs to gently touch onto the sternum. And just gathering all of your conscious attention here at the heart space. You can close the eyes down if that feels okay. And just breathing here into the heart. And again, just noticing whatever you notice about the energy here at the heart space. In your own time, opening out the hands for a moment in order to come into Hridaya Mudra. So sliding the first finger of each hand down to the base of the thumb, and then taking the tips of the middle finger and ring fingers to touch at the tip of the thumb, and leave the little fingers open. So once you have this mudra, taking the tips of the fingers to touch again at the heart center onto the sternum. And again, gathering your attention here. So I invite you to start to imagine and feel into a space here at the very, very center of the chest. A spaciousness, as if something within the depths of the heart is opening up. Allow the physical body to soften around the heart space. And as the energy around the heart begins to soften, just let yourself go deeper into that space with your attention. Just noticing whatever comes to you, and start to listen very, very closely. We're going to invite a Sankalpa, an intention, a resolve, or a desire to arise from this space within the heart. So give yourself a few moments now to hear for your Sankalpa. So once you have heard something arise or felt into this energy, then you might want to rephrase it if you need to into the present tense. So as if it's something that's already happening or already happened, and something that you're already living. So rephrase it in a way that affirms what you have heard. One example which you can use, if you would like to, would be, I am healed. So taking your Sankalpa now and silently repeating this to yourself 3 times. Releasing your mudra and stretching your arms towards the ground, either side of you, and just feeling the energy spread down the arms and into the fingertips. You can touch onto the floor if you would like. Breathing here. On your next inhale, raising your arms slowly above your head and allow the palms to meet in prayer position, Anjali Mudra, above your head. Keeping your hands now in this prayer position, bringing the heels of the hands down to rest on the crown of the head. Breathing here. And then taking your Sankalpa, repeating it again to yourself 3 times. Take your prayer hands now down the forehead until the base of the thumbs touch at the eyebrow center, at the third eye, in the center of the forehead. Breathe here into this space. And then when you're ready, repeating your Sankalpa 3 more times. Parting your hands now and bringing the palms of the hands onto the face, and then gently massaging down the sides of the face, softening along the jaw, and then drawing them down the backs and the sides of the neck, bringing them around the front, and then resting one palm on top of the other to rest at the base of the throat, between the 2 collarbones. Breathe into this space here. And repeat your Sankalpa 3 more times. Slowly slide the palms down over the sternum until they rest over the heart center. Taking some breaths here, feeling into this energy, and then repeating that Sankalpa 3 more times. And crossing the hands over, tracing both hands along the opposite arm and hand, massaging along that arms gently until you bring the 2 hands back together, and bringing them now to the navel, making a fist with the right hand, closing that fist within the left hand, holding this mudra at the belly, and then drawing it gently into the belly, so putting a small amount of pressure on the belly at the navel. breathing into this space. And when you're ready, repeat your Sankalpa 3 more times. Opening out the hands into Yoni Mudra now, a downward pointing triangle where thumbs touching and index fingers are touching. And the rest of the fingers are all pointing down. So slide this mudra slowly over the belly until you reach the lower abdomen and bring it to rest over the womb space. Breathing here. And repeat your Sankalpa silently 3 more times. Separating the 2 hands now, placing each hand on each leg, thumbs in and fingers out. Gently press into the hip crease in a downward motion. Breathing here and repeating your Sankalpa for 3 final times. So gently pressing the hands down both legs, down the thighs, past the knees, and all the way until you reach the feet. You can open out the feet in front of you into a butterfly pose, taking the hands onto the soles of the feet and just rubbing a little bit into the soles with the thumbs. You can trace with the thumb from the heel down the sole of the foot to the big toe, pulling a little bit on the big toe, and then starting again at the heel, tracing along the sole until you get to the second toe, and keep going like this along the sole to all 5 toes. So heel to 3rd toes, heel to 4th toes, and finally tracing from heel to little toes. Coming back to your easy pose, maybe with the other foot in front now. Take your hands to your knees and let's just move into some very gentle and slow Sufi circles to integrate this meditation practice. So inhaling through the nose as you come to the side and forward, and exhaling as you round the spine back. So starting to bring a little bit more power back into the breath, using that breath now to invigorate the whole spine as you spiral. Remembering this Sankalpa throughout the whole body. Feeling into that energy that you've cultivated, feeling into this heartfelt resolve. Changing directions now. Just moving as slowly or as fast as you want to, as makes sense for your body and your breath. Just noticing how your energy has shifted, how you feel now that you've absorbed this Sankalpa into your being. Take a deep inhale now through the nose, coming to center. And exhaling, sighing out the mouth. Another deep inhale now, filling up at the womb, into the heart, into the throat. And holding this breath for a couple of beats at the top of the inhale. Enlivening the whole spine, looking up into the forehead. When you're ready, exhaling. Completely exhaling all the breath out of the body. Let the belly fall in. Get really empty. And then with your next inhale, invite back your natural breath. And just relax the belly now. Release any effort. Sitting with length in the spine, the chin. Gently dipping towards the chest, the back of the neck long. And let's close by bringing Anjali Mudra to the heart. Inhaling deeply into the heart space. Exhaling fully. Inhaling, bringing that prayer position to touch at the forehead. And exhaling, bowing forward to complete your practice. In this bowing position, you can start to blink the eyes open and coming back to your sitting position when you're ready. Thank you so much for practicing. See you soon.